We are coming off of a rather painful fight with some large snakes. We lost a couple men and we took a couple of pretty nasty injuries. I was looking around and I'm gonna try out a couple people here. We are so short on bodies. That ain't it, man. That ain't it. Just oh, we've already looked at you. Yeah, the drunkard. That's right. Sorry, friend. No, thank you. Before we head out, just gonna double check prices. Yeah, this place is just way, way too high. Unfortunately. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Now we could use those. Probably won't use that. I'm gonna make sure I am repairing that shield. Yeah, went in here and started some repairs and whatnot. All right, let's head out. We're not really stealing for a fight here. I'm really stealing for... Oh man, that's so far. We are probably not coming back this way for a very long time. All right, let's head that way. Our food's fine. Our tools and supplies are okay. Oh, 21 tools for that heal. That was definitely not worth the fight, to be sure. We have a permanent knee injury here on Hasso. He was possibly going to be our bannerman. This was our current guy holding the banner, but he's only at 53 and we're already at 49. And this guy's got 2 levels on him. But with that injury, I don't know. Just double checking. Anyone else got something nasty? No, it's really just him. Yeah, that broken knee. I mean, as a bannerman, that's not the worst, but it's not good, right? Then he also has a pierced lung, but it was so expensive, I'm just not going to pay for that. He'll just have to wheeze his way through the next couple combats if he makes... What are we currently paying out? 93 crowns a day, so that's 1 day worth of travel. So it's about a 2-day journey, I would say. For sure not worth it. I would have to have a pretty good reason to head back down here. All right, how are we looking? Almost full, almost full. Okay, I also just realized we had changed our weapons because we had been fighting animals. Let me just double check and make sure. I would like to diversify here at least a little bit. Scimitar versus the falchion. I think we'll take the falchion. He also has 60 attack. We'll give him the Morning Star. Just we have a little bit of damage variety here. I'm willing to take that fight if they want it. They do. I'll take it. Hopefully we'll do all right outnumbering them. Man, they're gonna get up here. I guess let's see what they do. They're gonna take that. Oh, they didn't make it. Ooh. I think I'm willing to engage that. All right, you're gonna try to spear wall. You'll take that. What are we gonna do here? I should have moved him up there. I think we're gonna try to focus fire that guy down. So let's buy some time on this side. If I move here, then he can't move in. Let's go this way. I guess let's just move him. All right, now I'm gonna try to engage on that guy. Go to there. All right, we are pretty wounded here. 30%. Yeah, unfortunate. And we can step up and actually hit. Okay, went really wide. Stepping in? No. Okay, they did go around my spear here. Okay, very awkward. Oh, that. All right, can you just shove him off? Yeah. All right, you guys can dance over there for a while. Step down, stab. All right, he is two-handing that. I think this is a fine fight. I don't love this. I do want to deal with him though. All right, move up and actually protect yourself. I think we're going to take the high ground. Step up and stab. Nice. Do I want to just engage? I do. All right. No pressure or anything. There you go, buddy. There you go. All right. Who's going to get got? I think it's going to be over here. Man, he has no stamina with that pierced lung. All right, now on this side. I guess if we have to reposition, I might as well move to the better spots. We can go help this if we have to. Very nice. Love it if one of these chain guys could be the last man standing for me. But I'm also just going to be realistic here. All right, you get the stabs and the throws. And hopefully another stun. That was not another stun. That is another stun. We are buying time. Oh, okay. I'm pretty confident in this fight, but I wish it would, there we go, end so I could go help other people. Even when they're blocking, they're getting tired. I think I'm actually gonna join this melee. I'm more worried about this one. You just keep protecting yourself. I think it's time that you protect yourself. Killing me, man. One swing and we're going to be completely tuckered out. Uh-oh. Yep. I mean, I can't say I wasn't expecting that. I don't know how he has that much fatigue left. All right, on this side, in position. And I think we're going to try to release the hound. Perfect. Keep protecting yourself. Come on, I really need a hit here, man. There it is. Okay, we're not going to be able to stun. We're just too tired. Oh. Okay, bleed. He's on borrowed time. Oof. He's out of time. That's unfortunate. That was one of our tanky characters. I underestimated the effect of not hitting with any of our range was going to do. Come on, buddy. Oh. Oh. Also, probably doesn't have the stamina for this. There it is. Nah, probably not worth even pulling the knives. We've already banged that up so badly. Good job on Dietrich holding that guy still. There it is. Donbert. Man. Feels bad, Donbert. We didn't get his armor back either. Did get a helmet. And another dagger, although that was probably mine. Yeah, Order of the Gryphon, now hiring. Apply within. All advocates will be considered. Okay, we're taking the 3 attack for sure. We're at baseline HP. Stamina was a huge problem. I think we just continue getting melee defense. If this was a max roll, I might consider it. And perk-wise, Let's see. You've got brain damage, as you do. 10, 17. We could lower that by like 5. Or to hit is okay, but it's not stellar. I think I'm going to grab Backstabber. It's more important to me that we actually hit when we need to if he's going to be using the mace for now. After the battle over, you look around at the destruction it had wrought. Dawnbert is on his back, staring blankly at the skies with glazed eyes. Other brothers litter the battlefield. They are ill-shaped, ragged, fractured, fragmented, and soon fermented. It's a collectively cruel end, and now the flies are gathering, dotting the dead like skittering moles. They copulate the cold skin with a shameless abandon and set about burrowing the next brood in the still warm gore. Magnus walks up and asks what you wish to do with the bodies. I will honor them. I'm pretty sure you can get people really pissed off if you don't do that. Those were some fine men, and some fine men get a fine burial. We'll honor them just as we should. Dig a hole to sleep in, crowns in which they could spend in the next world, and a feast to celebrate. I'd expect the same to be done for me. How are we thinking? We're not in the best of moods. We're not in the best of moods. Yeah, I desperately need to do some recruiting. I do think we're not going to be down here anytime soon again, so I do want to kind of poke my nose on that little... Okay, so it's just mountains in that direction. 6 nomads. I don't think we are in shape for 6 nomads. My wounded guy is, like, essentially not even here. Few began marksmen, many began raiders. Unfortunately, we are just not in shape for something like that. If those were both few. Well supplied, buying and selling for 10% less. I don't think we're going to repair a crappy hood or jester. Okay, what do we have? We have no tools. Our money's okay, but it's actually not as good as it might look because we need to buy trade goods and hire a bunch of people. Yeah, not great. Recruitment-wise, man, that's a little bit tempting, but I'm going to say no. Okay, an apprentice. I do like apprentice. They get 10% extra XP. Let's try them out. Got a melee defense and some initiative, and he's got an iron jaw. You're in. A mason. Mason's physical stable. Okay, so I'm not entirely certain if they have a special trade or anything. The price is kind of right. Let's try them out. Not the stats we would be looking for. A butcher. Fragile. -10. Oh, man. Why do you have to have 2 bad traits? He's got resolve, he's got melee skill, and he's got melee defense. We would have to put a lot of points into HP. Like a lot. And he's going to want to be kind of slow. You know what? The price is right. You're in. He at least can fight. Hedge Knight. Yeah, too rich for my blood. We have an armor, a tavern, a Fletcher, and a training hall. There was nothing else here I wanted, right? Well, nothing else I can afford. Some of those helmets are pretty nice. I mean, I could get this almost at cost. We are down in armor. That is really tempting to me. No, just resist the urge. All right, how did we actually do? Okay, so you have 43 HP. Well, you don't get special treatment in the back line. Sorry, buddy. Okay, you're definitely gonna need that. And for a helmet, you could have a 40. And then this guy does have that extra experience. Fatigue's okay. Yeah, you are probably never going to graduate out of being a spear guy. Have a shield. Switch that out for a better range shield. Best free armor I currently have is 65. We have a 125 hat. Okay, you are kind of gassing out on me. Yeah. -6. This is 2 more. I guess. And then it rolls downhill, 115. You are not impressive, but you already have a good hat. You are likely to die. I don't even think I want to give you a better hat because you're likely to take it with you when you pass on, as it were. I guess for now we'll give it to you. And then that means you can have that. Okay, we'll put 1 newbie spear at each end. Let's flip that. I do like having spears every other guy, just for shield wall purposes if it comes to it. You are getting close. If you level again, we'll probably switch you over to a sword. What do you have? Hate greenskins. Me too, buddy. Iron Jaw. Hopefully, if this guy lives a little bit, the threshold for sustaining injuries is increased by 25%. I do like that. Also, apparently my entire formation is just kind of drifted. Let's fix that. You could really are not fit. I misread that. It's -60% max fatigue. I read that as fatigue recovery. That does explain some things. Okay, do we have a temple here? I don't think I said so. No, unfortunately not. All right, let's leave. All right, we either go south and then up to here. If we were in better shape, I might consider that. I do consider the south to be more dangerous. Like, dangerous, less dangerous, very dangerous is how I feel at the beginning, at least. I think we're just going to make the trek up here. It's a little unfortunate that it's going to be like day 3 of walking with no work, but... And I do note that we just hit day 20. I think there's like a difficulty spike around day 20. So if that's the case, then we just hit it. All right, we're not going to make it there before night. Maybe. Okay, we made it. Okay, I'll consider those. We have a temple. I do think I'm going to patch this up. It used to be like 250 when you first got it. Now at least make it heal quicker. All right, let's look at these first. Okay, I have inventory to houses Strickland, 3 days northwest. Okay, how many crowns are we talking about? Need to be paid more. I accept. I'll think about it. I don't really want to be locked into a caravan for 3 days in a area I don't know. A woman runs up to you. She brings her children with, not exactly taking precautions with a sellsword. One of the kids swings their arms around your leg. He's back! You look down and grin, subtly trying to shake the bastard off, although he takes it for play. The mother retrieves the spawn before pointing up the road. Sigbold of Gryphon's looking for you. Tell him I fetched ya. Maybe he'll come and fix our well since he knows I done a favor. She looks world-weary, dragged to the hells by the cheeriness of her children. I'm all ears. A package. Where are we taking it? Rests and then, okay. How many crowns are we talking about? I need to be paid more. I accept. I'll think about it. That's 3 days north is like up here. That seems stupid dangerous. Raz is doable, but that's really kind of last resort for me, frankly. Here, we could pick up some dyes and take them west to sell. We do have a nice cheap... I'm going to grab that. That is just stupid cheap. Okay. Min-wise... Okay, this is the hunter we said no to. Okay, a caravan hand we could try out. I gotta be careful though. I gotta leave enough money to buy those things. Let's actually pop up here quick. And we'll just see if there's a mission. They do have ruins, so something's been attacking them. Curious they were able to destroy that right next to a watchtower. And also a level 2. He's dressed in peasant garb, yet guarded by 2 well-armed men. You have a package. Also to Rassahan. Okay, how many are we talking about? I accept. I need time to think about it. Probably not doing this one. What do you have here? A winery? It's not worth waiting until morning. It's not worth waiting until morning. We still have plenty of bread to eat. Yeah, we're not. Nope. All right, let's head over here. We'll hit the market. We'll buy the trade goods. We'll go do our loop. Hopefully we can get something decent. And if not, hopefully we'll be back in time and we'll take the delivery. So here, I'll take that, that, and that. Oh. A fourth one. Sell that. Sell that. And I think that. There we go. Okay, I can afford my wages. I've got 4 of them. 20, no. We have really good prices here. I don't know, do we have a taxidermist by chance? I want to see if I can make anything out of those snake skins. I need to learn more about the crafting system. I did make myself like a bone necklace in one of my runs that gave resolve. Seems really, really good. I don't even know why I'm looking at this. I can't afford it anymore. A Salet helmet. Oh, they got the good stuff. Kettle helm with mail. 215. Oh, the good stuff. All right, nothing for it here. How many days do you got on your wound? 1 to 2. Okay. All right, off we go. Hopefully they are getting raided or something that will increase my prices. Okay, no signs of battles. That's decent. Okay, 2 stars. 50% more food for sale, buying items for 5% more, buying and selling food for 10% less, selling items for 5% less. Okay. Temple, training hall, tavern. We do have the harbor. Okay, we need to remember that. Okay, first things first, we need money. All right, we bought these for 332, so we're making about 251. Thank you, thank you. Prices are even better here. Holy moly. I'm saving cleavers. I'm saving knives. I do want to kind of save all these scimitars. I don't think I would use those. All right, let's dump some of the lighter armor just because the price is so good. Okay, food-wise, we're doing okay. We'll spoil in 1 day, 2 days, 5 days. I think we're okay. Tools are a little pricey here. Booze is pricey. Amber is a good price. All right, let's check our missions first. What is our rep in Wolfhaiden? We should be really high. Yeah, we're allied. I guess, is that maybe the maximum that you can get? This bar doesn't tick over anymore. That's really nice. All right, what do we got? I need a caravan guarded to Wolfhaiden, 3 days north. Okay, this is actually less far because we would spend a day heading that way. So how many crowns do we talk about? I need to be paid more. Except I'll think about it. Come on, give me something local here. There's been an audacious act of thievery. Yes, this is more my style. I need to be paid more. Man, what a skinflint. After all we've done for you. I don't like these caravan guards that are better equipped. You're paying for gear that I could find elsewhere cheaper. I don't think we're going to do that. Ditto here. Like, militia is a fine background. If we look here, up to 62 melee attack. Up to 60 HP. They're pretty nice, but I'm definitely not paying for that. Okay, a bastard. Now, this is like another tier up. So it's like random people and then like militia and slightly useful people. And this is like nearing that tier. 16 gold per day would be quite a lot. Rat catcher, another militiaman. You see, now this is the right price. Let's try you out. Not the right stats, though. Okay, no. I'm really tempted by this guy, but let's not. We're not actually doing as healthy as it might otherwise look. Okay, so we are at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 and like a quarter people. That guy's not worth much at the moment. Okay, footsteps are heading west. Okay, we haven't gone out that way in a while. Let's see what we can do and get ourselves into trouble. It'd sure be nice if that wound healed. Oh, it did finally. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, he's still gonna have all kinds of problems, but at least now he's gonna be able to throw. 6 thieves, that's our style. Okay, thugs and raiders. I think we're gonna pocket these. I have to laugh yet again. I get some advice that's like, oh, what are you doing? Never use shields in the early game. You've got to be doing double grip. And then I get other advice that says, what are you doing? You have to have shields on. You're going to get hit. the duality of man. I am still forming my opinion on that. I don't want to fight out in the swamp, and they should charge me. So I think we're just going to fall back. So we need... Right here's where we would like to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so like way down here. It's going to be a little bit awkward. Because we're not going to be able to get out of the swamp water very easily. Hopefully we can get at least like one dude speared out in the water. Okay, so ideally you'd go here, and yeah, you cannot make it. Just wait. I may have to change plans. Then again, it's not like they're exactly rushing me. Okay, how far can you get? Can you get anywhere in here? No. That is very unfortunate. Now we have at least a few people who made it on land. There is a penalty to fighting in the swamp. Minus melee skill, melee defense, range defense. It's not preferable, to say the least. If nothing else, I'd like to form up over here, and if I have to push in, we'll do it that way. Down, done. I would sure like to move even further. Oh, wait. You move over. Actually, you can just go all the way down there. We're not going to be able to hit anybody. Oh, man. Am I going to have to advance to this garbage? Let's wait one more. Okay, they're kind of sort of thinking about it. All right, yeah, we're 2 out. I would need to go to here to be able to hit anybody. All right, they are not going to approach me. All right, well, let's do this. This is just going to straight up suck. Yeah, so there. I think we'll stay out in the water, but we'll get ourselves in range for our throwers. Right, so you can go to like here. This is so hard to move through. Okay, he's off in that shrub. I guess we can get these guys in, maybe. This is really awkward. Yeah, see, we're in the swamp, and he is too. Okay, at least we're both getting penalized. Okay, step up, and we can't attack because of the swamp. All right, at least we have an engage on them. Throwing axes. Man, that was some trigger discipline that you didn't pull those out earlier. Holy moly! I do know there's people in those shrubs up there. Yep. Okay, so you... Man. This is a horrific terrain. This is why I'd love to have an archer so that I actually can force them into me. We'll keep looking for hunters that we can pick up. All right, now you're not actually engaged on anybody. I think let's wait on you. I don't want to move up and then have him engage. Yeah, exactly, like right there. Okay, you. No, let's not be greedy. As much as I want to try to preserve that, he is probably the most dangerous one. Oh, what are you doing, buddy? Swamp stats. You are tired. Right, new guy. You suck. Forgot about that. Okay, there we go. All right, we got a flank in. All right, let's not be slow here, guys. We gotta be aggressive. I'm gonna hit him. Step up. Nice. Making room for other bros. Beautiful. Interesting. Just defend yourself. You're too tired. That's gonna be unfortunate for you. You got lucky. I guess we have to swing all the way around this. I guess we toss into that. Oh, really? Come back, XP, come back! Alright, I'm gonna start taking some swings into him with people who can reach. Beautiful. Just rest. Take it. Such bad. I'm just gonna have him defend. He's just gonna get himself killed. Okay, we can swing, or excuse me, throw. Nope, no, we can't. We've literally worn ourselves out walking through the swamp with this guy. Continue moving. Alright, I think we got enough people here. This guy is utterly exhausted. This is where having something that could break a shield would be kind of nice. In fact, you know what? Let's just do this. See if we can have him keep blocking. You gonna come back or you running, buddy? Yeah, every time we hit, we give him fatigue even if he blocks, so there it is. Alright, you gonna come fight or are you done? He's done. Alright. Or not? Excuse me? Alright, everyone else rest for a second. Yeah, it's over. We're never gonna catch him in Swampland. I mean, that's fine. Nothing stellar. Battle's over. You achieved the golden talisman from the wasted clutches of your enemies and prepare to return to Bernhard of Gryphon. He will surely be happy to see your success. My checkbook will be happy to see our success. Okay, it's going to be night, which is unfortunate. I think what we're going to do is we're going to zip to the south and see if there's any more dye to buy. Yeah. Let's get a round. If you're looking for work, I've heard they're hiring sellswords over in Dornan. Okay. On that tip, we'll head on down. Okay, heal up men. Nobody leveled, right? Oh, we did have a level. Okay, so, man, that injury just sucks so bad. So, resolve is now equal to our current guy. Take the max roll HP. We'll keep taking some hit. 53, 53. I think I'm going to switch these over because you can also take Fortified Mind, and now you're up to 66. All right. Pass it over. Scimitar? No, we'll take a falchion. Yeah, we'll take a falchion. Also, switch out that. I don't want him to take an arrow to the head and die. Actually, you give that up. And you can have... No, not that. Oh my goodness. Sword. You have the good helmet. You get the second good helmet. You get the lighter one. Okay, so that is really nice. We need to get up to 12 men and finish this ambition so we can take the sergeant ambition. Okay, so wine maybe. You have a one skull. It's a delivery. Wolfhaiden, absolutely. We need to be paid more. I accept. I accept. Have any interesting people? Possibly. Okay, we have 2 dies at rock bottom prices. Yes, yes, we'll take the cheap wine. Still no cigarettes, though. We have tons of food, but a bunch of that's wine I just picked up. We'll grab one thing of grain. Relatively cheap tools, I think I will nab. Relatively cheap ammo, I think I will grab one. Nothing else here I really want. The prices are not great. Okay, you are an acceptable price. A shield, a melee skill, and some fatigue. You're in. We've got Craven. Yeah, you're just out. A huge Craven. No. If that was like a attack skill, I would consider it. We're at 10 bros. Okay, double melee. Iron Lungs, HP, and Initiative. You're in. And we need one more, so it's one of these two. You are cheaper. You know what? Gambler, I think you're just in. I don't want to spend all my money. That takes us to 12, though. All right. New people. All right, we have a little ritual we do around here. Take it off, boys. Caravan hand. All right, you have 1-star attack, 2-star defense, and fatigue. You could go somewhere. Unfortunately, you rolled minimum melee attack. If this was 57, this guy would have been pretty baller. All right, he's perfectly fine. Okay, Iron Lungs, along with Apprentice for extra XP. A star in hit points and initiative. You're totally fine. You're going to go places. And our gambler, who we gambled on, minus 10 10 hit points, and you have dexterous. You are never going to go anywhere. So have a spear, have our lightest piece of armor, and a shield. All right, you guys are much more interesting. I'm just figuring out where I'm going to put them. All right, we'll try to protect you guys a little bit. I could go put somebody else in the back row, but I don't have another reach weapon. Okay, 51 and 53. You both are asking for spears, which I don't have enough. All right, you are going to get upgraded. 30. Yeah, you're the upgrade. Have a falchion and pass that spear off. 55. You're not really ready to give this up yet, but I need the weapon, so these guys are just even lower. Take the spear. Of these two guys, I like both of them, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You get the helmet, I suppose, and you know what? You lose your helmet. Oh, we don't have enough reach weapons even for him. Ooh. That's actually kind of a problem. Oh, we did have something. There you go. You can keep that. Got a dagger. You are a new guy. I think we will go shield style here. So you have a shield in your bag. You could put that in your bag. You could put that in your bag. You also could use a dagger. And then the new guys, no, not like that. You can have a knife. Knife. What do you got? You got 52. Yeah, sure. All right, we're down a weapon though. Do I have... No, not here. Pitchfork. I do. And a broken one. Okay. We'll take it. I gotta have something. All right, not ideal if I'm being honest. Maybe we do that. Not ideal, but it's what we got. Okay, we did accept the mission, right? Yes. There it is. Ambition fulfilled. Having finally gathered the coin and equipment, you managed to assemble a full complement of 12 able fighters. When next you walk down Dornan's main street, the men break into a full-throated marching song. A few of the townsfolk mutter under their breath about dirty mercenaries taking over their time, but others walk alongside and shout the words with you. Stand tall, brothers. People can see this is a real mercenary company now, and not a handful of wandering vagabonds, Sigmar declares. We trade in strength, and now our numbers have gone up, so will our price. It appears he has the right of it. You notice one particularly fat nobleman sizing up your company as if he already has a task in mind. The Order of the Golden Gryphon are now a force to be reckoned with. Once the men have settled in for a celebratory drink, perhaps you should take another stroll through town to see if any more lucrative contracts may be available. So, a bunch of people are happy. I wonder if that means, is our renown high enough now? We're reliable. Your renown is your repute as a professional mercenary company and reflects how reliable and competent people judge you to be. The higher your renown, the higher paid and more difficult contracts people will entrust you with. Renown increases on successfully completing ambitions and contracts and winning battles, and decreases failing to do so. Okay. What I want to know is maybe I can start working for the noble houses. I don't know how high we got to get for that. Okay, and we actually still have an okay amount of money. Yeah, just a little freebie there. I think I am going to do this one. I'm still a little about it, but... Okay, tools are expensive here. Another cheap piece of armor I'll nab. Would love that Warfork, but I'm definitely not paying for it. Alright, if we are going to take the caravan job, that's going to spoil, and that's going to spoil. We'll still have this. We'll grab that. We'll grab both of those for trading. Apparently I still have a... Oh, we bought more dye, didn't we? Oh, okay. Our finances are much better than I thought. Right. We bought those things. Cool. Okay. Very good. Still have some nets. Let's get you into here. Still could use a better helmet. You are really close to being put on frontline duty. I think if I can get him a little more fatigue. I'm taking the advice that maybe I should try to put the good bros in the back to gain a couple levels safely before they get put onto the front. But we have to have a front line of some sort, obviously. Also, I'm holding onto a lot of nets. You new people could take them. I guess, well, let's wait until we see what we do or don't need. Okay, prices will be even better in the town over, I think. Fish for 73. Out of curiosity, let's grab one set of fish. See if that would have been worth it to bring over. All right, we'll take it. All right, men, march. On we go. Now, ideally, we'll get in one easy fight. You meet a monk on the road, and with him, his donkey-pulled cart. The poor draught animal, carrying its head low in mute exhaustion. Broom straw and varied moss are strung up on one side of the cart, both twisting eagerly in the very winds that dried them, and some pots and pans clatter like rustic wind chimes as the modest wares come to a bumbling stop. A barrel totters on the edge of the cart's bed, and a couple of bees sway to keep up, poking and prodding at the cracks with thirsty curiosity. The monk lifts a wool hat up out of his face, but the lip of its fold back down over his eyes. He takes it off altogether and presses a sleeve across his brow. Carrying a jolly smile, he seems not at all disturbed by the veritable living armory standing before him. Evening, gents. Don't suppose you're kind enough to march beneath a lord's banner? You look like sellswords to me. What is it you carry? Oh, I was thinking you'd ask. This here's Bessie, a cow's name for a donkey's horse. Don't worry, she won't kick you. She's all hard out, see? What she carries, well, it's beer for the men yonder, so that they may drink to men above. If you don't mind, or if you mind your business, I'd like to keep going where I be going. The monk picks up the reins of his jinny as he readies to start moving. How much for a round? You hold your hand up, stop the monk before he can get going again. He sighs, slowly lowering the reins out of his hands, feeling as though he may be getting the wrong impression. You quickly ask if he has beer to spare for your men. You are more than willing to pay. The monk looks back at his stock for a moment, then turns around. I give ye a sip for a crown or two. Don't mind the bees around the top. They'll scurry when you come. But if ye scurry when they scurry, they'll scurry after you, strange little gits. You ask the man how much he wants. I'd wager 10 crowns a head will do. I'm no businessman, though, so I might be taking advantage of myself here. You ask too much. That was a lot of talking for me to say no to that. We already just had booze. All right, we're going to try to time this right with a pause. We did not get close enough, unfortunately. Awkward. All right, wild beasts beset the villages. Fame and fortune. Okay, 5 arena fights. Do missions in the south. Have 10,000 crowns. Ooh. 5 beasts, 5 arenas, an undetermined amount of southern missions. This is not what I wanted. I wanted the sergeant one. I think let's take southern missions. I don't love that. I don't love that at all. All right, let's try again. Pause. Yeah. Okay. Marketplace. Okay, not worth much. That's worth 110. We might be able to sell that somewhere else. No guarantee. I think we'll chance it. Otherwise, just not much here. Man-wise, that's a poacher. Okay. Nada. We ride. All right. Lands unseen. We're out of the steppe. Wow. Into the actual, like, woodlands. Okay, forest along a road is dangerous. I don't love that. Okay, good town. Okay, that's something useful. Hopefully we're stopping at the next one. I don't really want to be up here. Okay, site of a battle. 2. Okay, there's something in this area. Oh my goodness, for a sec. Oh, shoot, I should have paused there. Okay, we can sail out of there, though. Okay, peasants on the road is a good sign for safety. Man, this is a journey. Okay, those were places I could do missions at, though. Okay, another mercenary company. Okay, we did our dues. What do we have here? Surface copper vein. A mining camp has been set up to mine surface copper vein and smelt the ore into ingots. Goat pens and some farms. A dog is snoring at the feet of Roderick the Treasurer. He leans forward to gently pat the hound behind its ears. I hear you have a nose for finding people, sellsword, for solving problems. You nod, it's true after all. Good, good. I have a task for you, a simple one. Something of great value has been stolen, my rare coin collection. I need you to track it down those who stole it, kill them, obviously, and then bring the item back. What's it worth? I accept. Well, yeah, I accept. We can definitely do that. And we just delivered, so this is well supplied. And there's a taxidermist. Okay, we don't have enough snake parts. That's unfortunate. We have an armorer here. A pretty decently priced basic shirt. Barboot helm. Very cool stuff, but I don't have the money for that. Prices here are exceedingly mid. We have good price for copper ingots. We're going to buy those probably before we go. Oh, a bill hook, or a hooked blade, not an actual bill hook. I like these. I think these are pretty darn good. 110% effective against armor. If we look at what we're using with these forks, only 100% effective. And this spear wall is not really that useful on these. I may pick that up. Let's try to do our mission here first. I do also see I've got another dagger. You're one of the new guys. You gotta earn your dagger around here. Sidearms. Everyone has sidearms. Alright, let's find these fools. I'm guessing these big footprints are what we're following. Night in the woods. That's a great place to be. What do you got? Some brigand raiders. Perfect. This is what I want to be fighting right now. All right, let's hope we can corner somebody up and dagger him down. Okay, look at how spicy this is compared to what we've been fighting. Yeah, we outnumber them quite a bit, but they are pretty equipped here. Some chainmail, the 80. I think that might be chained down there with a morning star. You got a pike. Got one of those hooked blades. You chill, you chill. And I do think I am willing to close here. Creepy fight in the fog. Gotta be a little careful with him. We do have some people who don't have the best head protection. Need to just keep that in mind. I do think we can come in closer with our reach guys. Right, they all waited. I do see some javelins just came out, so we're not going to want to dilly-daddle. All right, shields up, head in. You can go there, there, and there. So we would want to go here, but we have to worry about him. Let's just wait. Wait. That was not what I wanted to do, unfortunately. That was definitely not what I wanted to do. All right, come over here. I meant to do shield wall. All right, you can take that spot then. Yeah. He still has a swing to go. Let's just wait. Yeah. You're gonna run wide for me here. I was lucky. Okay, they've all attacked. It's open season now. All right, get in there, boys. You know what? We might have you go super wide. We'll have him up on this spot. All right, here we go. You don't have a helmet on. And you also have bad gear. I think you're my first ideal target. Again, we're just gonna have to go wide with some people, and you're in. You're not defending. Okay. You have the weaker shield. Okay, well, there it is. This is not one of my weakest dudes either, so... Oh, no! No! That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. That's the power of reach weapons, though. Step up here. Sad. Goodbye. A double goodbye. That's not ideal. Here and just defend. How are you that lucky? That's what I thought. Unlikely they can kill him. Good. And let's rotate down. All right, now you, buddy, are a good target. Ah, no! Man, I'm fat fingering my hotkeys tonight. Meant to go for the stab there. All right, we're not going to try to preserve this one. And we're not going to try to preserve that one. Although, let's try to stun him. Alright, stab. Stab. Your warmer's already gone. That's unfortunate. Start surrounding this guy. Let's see if we can get him to run. Yeah, let's not wait around on that. All right, you, however, do get stabbed because there's no reason for me not to. Run him down. All right, you wait. Stab, stab. Wait. Just make sure he can't run. All right, only people with knives get turns now. There it is. All right, was this worth two brothers' lives? No, not really. I do like the hook blade. And, you know, we didn't have a flail. Not the worst. We're paid to return it. That's what we're going to do. I don't want to do those until I've already maxed out my... There's a soul out there who's not scared. That's the spirit. Until I've maxed out my rep, so we're getting the good prices. We get less renown. So that's going to be another thing that's just really slow for us. That's just one of the merchant backgrounds penalties. All right, let's look at the damage here. Okay, so you are one of the newer guys. Maybe let's recenter you. No level ups, though. Not impressed with that. All right, you've survived a couple battles. Are you... You really aren't. What do you got? Iron Jaw. All right, fine. Fine. 57. Also 57. Yeah. We're definitely looking for that next tier up of bro, I think, at this point. I just need better attack so I can put on these other types of weapons. Let's get those. I may actually... 5% chance to hit head. 40 to 70. 40 to 60. You are actually the best. Give you that. And then that rolls downhill. All right, who didn't even have a knife? Oh, you didn't even have a knife. Okay, rest of them are fine. Okay. We're doing anything else here? I think the answer is no. Okay, we're definitely taking those with. Tools are stupid cheap here. Holy moly. Yes, please. I'll just take all those. Thank you. Second hooked blade. I do like these more. Yeah, let's do that. Our backline is important, and we did kind of need an extra backline weapon. So next time we have a dude that needs one, we're good to go. I have an extra 40 hat you can put on. And the booze that we bought, is that we're selling here? No, we would have a loss. Unfortunate. Super cheap bread. We got tons of food on us, though. I think we leave that alone. Sell prices are mid. Okay. We're done here. I don't see any signs of how far the next place is. We also have a way down here. Let's pop up here and see what we see. Okay. We'll off-road this a little bit. This should be a dead end because we didn't see anything else connect back down. Finish this while we're here, maybe, and then we can maybe cut east. Ooh, spooky black woods. With a fight location. Okay, a branching road. Looks like this continues south. It does. Okay, there's way more down here than I thought there would be. Is there? Yeah, I guess there is a road here. What were you? 12 brigands. What do you got? Rib cage. 12 brigands. They have a bunch of poachers in the swamp. I don't want to fight them in the swamp. Follow me down here and I'll fight you. Getting just shot for free while I'm struggling around in the swamp water sounds like it's a horrible time. Okay, this is the end. Oh man, look how close we actually are too. Okay, what do we got? A 2-star mission. They're not just dead and mutilated. I mean, okay, what are you willing to pay? I'll accept. I'll accept. Tavern, let's have a drink. Good spirits all around. What was your... Always be skeptical towards nobility, my friend. You never know what their real agenda is. All right. You have a farmer, a farmer. What do you know? I mean, he's fine, sure. And you? He's brave and swift. Has hit points, resolve, and melee skill. Sure. But I keep working on those replacements. Okay, so 51. Okay, both of you have bad attack. You're probably the better of the two. Just out of hats. That's very awkward. Of the two of them, I would like you to have XP more. I mean, I guess we could try two-hand on this guy. Try to just work the flank here carefully. I guess that's fine. I'm very worried about him. We're gonna have to remember how wounded he is. We also have a local holiday. All right. Ah, the infamous cloth rolls. Prices are bad here. Okay. We have prints heading this way. 11 of them. Okay, so we definitely don't need the mace. We would prefer to do HP damage. Scimitar is probably it. You are pretty much just a liability. I mean, I guess you can hold the back flank. We do have a hat. Okay, with these boyos, I think I do want my shields on. They just go bananas. All right, can we fight you in the open, please? I would love that. All right, let's do it. Okay, 11. That's a lot. That's a lot. But we have a solid backline. Hopefully the backline can get kills and then people can step up. That's a lot of dudes. Okay, and the spooky one's up there. All right, we're going to take this and spear wall. Step up and done. Okay, I'm going to fully cover this guy. May your spear wall be very, very good. They should have somebody run to right here. And on this, I'm actually going to do second spear wall. You have to wait. You move up, done. Up. All right. Hold. Hold. Okay, we knew that was going to happen. Now that he's engaged, the other ones are likely to try. Oh, and we immediately fail our spear wall. Unfortunate. Oh, it's gonna go to here and done. All right, start blasting. I'm actually gonna wait and see if we can kill something with our back line, because I might need to step up and stand on them. Okay, great hits by the back line there. Good. Okay. Okay, step up, spear wall done. You are gonna just walk. Okay. Wait. That was an unfortunate whiff there. Okay. Oh, darn it. Okay, he attacked. Weird. They don't normally do that. We gotta remember we got another big boy back there. Oh, we really don't want him eaten. Alright, he has no armor though, so we're gonna do our special attack. That wounds extra. Just rest. That guy's going to run. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. All right. No pressure or anything, but you might die if you miss this. Good luck. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I think we better shield wall, bud. You get the shield wall. Alright, the wall has collapsed. Right, you are much more wounded. Let's see if we can take you out. Oh, no. This idiot, how are you still here? Go away. You're so in the way of this fight. Thank you. That was ridiculous. Get rid of that. Unfortunate. Yeah, we kind of knew that was going to happen sooner or later. A good hit. Kill him. Nice. Better start rotating up. Okay, right call on the shield there. Just wait. I'm gonna try my number 2 attack here. Gash. 10% chance to hit. 33% lower percent to inflict injuries. There we go. Looking for those injuries. All right, they're both retreating now. Get rid of that one. Okay, same thing here. We're going to try to gash. It's really looking to try to pile wounds on him. You better just defend yourself. Ditto with you. All right, you can go for a stab. And step up. Nice. Very nice. All right, I will just hit him, though. I want to make sure he dies. Okay, we're getting rolled on this flank a little bit. Come on, buddy. Hold on. Help is on the way, I promise. Like that. That was help. Oh my goodness, so many hits to kill these things. Maybe we're too tired. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is where things get really dangerous, when people start gassing out. Just kill him. You can stay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, fine, fine. Alright, so I think all the newbies got killed, is what I'm getting here. And I think you're just gonna wait back there. Step up, hit. Done. Who are you? Okay, you're fine. Alright, well, all things considered, what happened to you? Minus 30% hit points permanent. I don't know, man. I don't know. We got a lot of teeth and some bones and some growth pearls and some brains. Decent stuff, to be sure. The Nashzeh's dead body looks like more rock than beast as it lays flat and unmoving. Flies are already copulating inside its mouth, sowing life on the frothy remains of death. You order Wigmar to take the head, for Erwin the Younger will be expecting proof. Yeah, I see you circling. I might try to go third party that. Flagellant, How beat up are we? We're actually not bad. You're the only one. Weakened heart. Sure, you could stay and fight. Why not? Alright, Gerald here gets losses. Nice big HP, 8 to hit. We don't have a good melee roll, and I do need to patch up resolve, so we're going to take the resolve. What do you want? Brigands have burned down some homes and hovels. Should be worth a good amount of crowns. I accept. I accept. Alright, let's see if we can third party this one, though. What are you doing? Oh, you won. Okay, hang on a second. I still will go in. I just want to double check. Okay, you. Switch over to that. Let's get a flail up in this. We still don't have a hat. We don't have a hat. All right. You have 3 HP. I'm just going to have him sit this one out. Oop, we do have a second level up. Oh my goodness, and we are way over time. Well, we'll do this level up as a bonus, and then we will have to come back in the next one here. Time flies when you're fighting brigands, apparently. Okay, an HP up. We need some here, but I'm going to wait for a good roll. We'll take the attack, we'll take the defense. Okay, Order of the Gryphon, still going. Kind of a high attrition episode here, unfortunately. We're kind of in an awkward spot where our better guys are just kind of like the better meh guys, and I think we're starting to kind of lose a little bit of our momentum. We really need fights like this, and we need to win them without too many losses so that we can pick up some better gear. But I think we're still kicking, and that's what counts. All right, builders, I will catch you in the next one. Babel out.